This is the beginning of a plow extension on a Western snow plow 7.5 foot. First you got to get the top out of the propane tank. Strap it around a tree, get a big pipe wrench, and take it off.
Once the valve was removed from the propane tank, went ahead and filled it with water for 2 days, drained it, and then refilled it and drained that, and then went ahead and drilled a hole in the top and bottom right along the welded seam, and then used a jigsaw with a steel blade in it to go ahead and cut the top and bottom off. Once that was done, made a vertical cut in the cylinder that was left, and then used a hydraulic press and C-clamps and all kinds of clamps to try and get the steel cylinder spread apart enough so I could get it in the hydraulic press to flatten it to the angle I wanted that would match the snow plow blade. For making the pattern, I used cardboard and just put it up to the plow, figured out what I wanted, and then transferred that pattern on over to the steel, cut out the steel, and it turned out great. Once the steel was cut out, I went ahead and placed it up in the snow plow and then drilled holes through where I wanted the mounting bolts and nuts to be placed, and then went ahead and welded the nuts to the inside of the plow extension. And that way I could go ahead and just put the plow extension up to the blade, put bolts in from the backside, and the nuts are already attached.
Well, this is what the plow is looking like. It was cut out of a 100-pound propane tank, and then I ended up buying some 1/8-inch steel to go in this section here, and it'll be the top, and also down the bottom I'll seal that. And as you get back here, it just bolts in right to the actual curvature of the plow, and we'll go ahead and be sticking out about 10 inches past the plow. Give us a little bit more swath down the runway.
The wing extension has been working really well. Once you go ahead and put them up to the plow, put in 4 bolts in the backside, tighten them up, you're ready to go. Adds about 20 inches to the plow width, and for sweepers on the bottom of the wings, ended up using 1/4-inch angle iron welded to it and attaching 1.5-inch Teflon to that with 3 1/4-inch bolts that sits up off the ground about 1 inch. So far, no damage to it. It's been working great. Hope you get a chance to make one. Thanks for watching.